Hello, everyone. It has been a minute since I've posted any kind of content on the YouTube. Have you been to the YouTube? I'm signing in here to see if I can get a hold of the chat, see if anybody's out there. Let's see. I had a a heartbreaker this morning, Saturday morning, and what happened? Well, let me show you what happened here. I should be sharing my screen here. And here's my score sheet. And you can see this, this is my 1941 Game of the Week replay. And by Game of the Week, I mean that I literally played just one game of the week on the schedule, and I let Digital Diamond Baseball simulate the rest. So here's my score sheet. I kept a manual score sheet and then entered it into Digital Diamond after each inning. And so you can see here Tobin for the for the Boston Braves came 1 out away from a no-hitter. Yeah, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. Here comes Marty up to bat, and I've rolled quite a few games in my lifetime. Never have I rolled a no-hitter, and I just rolled the dice and rolled in my hand, and then closed my eyes and dropped the dice into the dice tower, opened my eyes, and what was staring at me? Snake eyes, an 11. And on my APA card, that was a 0. Rolled a 23 after that, which was a double for Marty. And as you can see, he was eventually picked off second base, 1-6. So he ended up being the last batter, anyways. Well, yeah, I guess technically Etten had batted, but yeah, heartbreaker, absolute heartbreaker. Let's see here, webcam. Yeah, so got my giant big gulp here. It's Father's Day weekend, so I treated myself. We've got a local speedway near us here, and Speedway bought out 7-Eleven, at least around here, and so they have the big gulps, and I got the giant vat of Diet Mountain Dew, one of my favorites, and I had enough reward points for a free one, so there it is. Anyway, let me go back to my desktop. Am I still? No, I don't know what's going on with that webcam. Let me go here, and we will integrated webcam, deactivate, activate. There we go. Okay, so again, here's my score sheet. Let me go ahead and open up Digital Diamond. Here's the game. You can see that I'm on April 15th of 1941. Let me show you my schedule here. I've got an actual schedule that I created on a Google Sheets here, and you can see that what I've done here is I've set it up so that I can play each team. So each team is on my tabletop at least once, and so that's why these games are all like April 14th, April 15th, April 16th. Doesn't quite look like a game of the week, but then after that you see it spreads out, the 18th, the 23rd, May 4th, May 7th. And so these are my scheduled games. This isn't written in stone. As the season progresses, I may change this up a little bit. If there's a pennant race going on, or for whatever reason, maybe a hitting streak. This is 1941. And so this is the year Joe DiMaggio had his 56-game hitting streak. And so I doubt I'm going to be able to recreate that, but I'm going to keep an eye out for it. Also, Ted Williams batted .406 this season, so that's another big highlight of the season. But, as I go through, one of the things that I do here when I play is I jump out to Gemini AI, and I have a prompt that I use for, if it'll come in here, I have a prompt that I use for every game that I play. There should be a little sidebar here. Well, I'm not going to, it's still coming in. What I do is I ask Gemini to tell me about that team that I'm playing for that season. Tell me anything that's interesting. And then you'll see here on my score sheet, you'll notice that these players have little dots. So Sisti has a dot, Hassett has a dot, Roll has a dot, et cetera, et cetera. And that means that Gemini came up with something interesting about that particular player. And so what it does is usually the first time at bat, I will go, say like Sisti comes up to bat, I will go out and see what what's interesting about Sisti. And I learned some interesting things, some uplifting things, some heartbreaking things, some suicides and that kind of thing. One of the players, became a hardcore alcoholic and it killed him. So you do see some of those stories out there. But from this era, a lot of the stories are of the players that left the game to go into the military and fight for their country. And quite a few players did that. So, but I wanted to, let's see, can I, blow that up nice and big there. Marty, the center fielder from, I think it was Sacramento, California, smacks a double to break up the no-no with only 1 out to go. So a real heartbreaker. We'll go ahead and show my season here. Season overview. We're only, if you look at the schedule, we're on April 15th, so there was only a game here on the 14th, and then all these games here on the 15th. I'm almost through. This is Digital Diamond version 13, by the way, and I'm anxiously awaiting version 14, which comes out in a couple of weeks. Father's Day, my wife asked me, what do you want? And there that is again. Whenever I switch on OBS, it locks up. There we go, and then I have to come back. So my wife asked me, what do you want for Father's Day? And I said, well, I'd like to go out to dinner with you, and when the new Digital Diamond version 14 comes out, I want that. So I'm taking a delayed Father's Day gift for Digital Diamond. It's my favorite simulation game, helper, whatever you want to call it. I did purchase Game Pulse, and I'm waiting for the board game companion to get tightened up on that. When version 1.1 comes out, I want to take a look at that. But no matter what happens, I always end up coming back to Digital Diamond. It really is the backbone of my hobby. I just love it. I've gotten used to this. Let's go ahead and take a look at 1941 here. You can see I'm only a couple games into the season here, so I don't have any really interesting stats. One thing about this that I did not know about the 1941 season, or in just learning about other players. So, when I took on decided to do the 1941 season, of course, Ted Williams, of course, Joe DiMaggio. But what I didn't know was there are other players out there that had very good seasons. In 1941, a player by the name of Dolph Camilli. Let's see. No, wasn't talking to you, Siri. Let's see here. Schedule standings, minor leagues. Oh, I'm out here on team standings, team standard batting. Oh, I don't want to take up this video with trying to poke around here, but anyways, he was the MVP that year, Dolph Camilli for the New York Yankees, and I didn't know that. And it's like, so that's one of the reasons I like to do these replays, is to kind of go back and go back into time and experience the season, learn about some of these players. It's really interesting. For me, it's all about time travel. It's all about nostalgia. It's not so much about statistics and that kind of thing. I do keep the statistics. I do keep an eye on them. Let me do my desktop here. Uh, is that locked up too? No. Okay, good. We'll go here, Digital Diamond. So yeah, I do like to keep my statistics and keep an eye on things. So it's not like they're irrelevant or anything like that. But um, anyways, I just wanted to come on here. It has been a long time since I've posted a video, and I thought I'd get out here and put one out, especially after this big event this morning, the near no hitter, first one ever of my rolling dice rolling tabletop gaming career, if you want to call it that, almost. And I see people who've rolled. They post on Facebook that they've rolled 3 or 4 no hitters, and I just cannot get it done. So, anyways, if you watched this far, thanks so much, and I'm hoping to kind of get back into a steady posting schedule. It won't be overwhelming, but here and there, and try not to let 6 months or whatever that was go by. Uh, so happy Father's Day weekend. Happy Father's Day to you all, and God bless.